minds behind the lines of doubt they charge, screaming for the heads of those who dare question a system of existence which has created an existence where we don't live anymore, we just exist. It's strange, but change tries to force us all to rearrange the way we've arranged our lives. It's insane, but Babylon keeps a tight lid on the pot so the fire won't rise and our passions turn to rot. You see, we are the have-nots, the ones who ain't got, so we imagine ourselves a nice spot in the shade where someday we'll all have it made, but that day never came. No, for us it never came, but the dope man still got paid and the needle in the vein got laid while a mother in labor cries out in pain for her newborn who's got everything to gain, while prophets proclaim the end is near, the end is near, and spread their fear effect, known well especially to those who are queer. You see, historically homosexuality was associated with divine spirituality, but tragically today it seems ignorance clouds the minds of those who fail to read between the scriptures lines, because all I hear now is that gays are signs of the end of our times. Bags of nickel and dimes to the nose, to the mind, serve to remind the spiritually blind what color your God really is. While the gender police keep us all trapped in a box with little hope for emotional release. So men are socialized to keep their feelings locked up inside and buried down below. So therapy becomes the sounds of guns that blow, blow, blow. And sometimes even to one's own head. And yet it's continually said, there's no such thing as suicide in our community. Not to be confused with the Middle Passage and genocide your ancestors survived that stole millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of lives. The most overlooked tragedy in our history, and yet all you gotta do is tune into the evening news to see the continual cost of this transatlantic holocaust, and yet to claim that the African genocide is the worst in the history of mankind is labeled as being insensitive and prejudiced, while the rest of us put the oppressed on trial and drown in the river of denial. But racists will choke on their words like bile in that hour when the Babylon Tower crumbles, inshallah. But in the meantime, Maroons mumble about where and when to meet. Like a ghost you feel close but cannot see. A revolutionary I be. In truth I believe, and peace to you I speak, and your love for me I seek, because united we are no longer weak. So let us cease to waste away our minutes, days, and weeks, for the hour is drawing near and we will all have to account for all we have accounted for. So let's make it count. Together let's take this stand, here is my hand, let us demand the end of this insanity and bring about a world of freedom, justice, peace, and equality for all of humanity.